The Piko Interactive Arcade 1 collection was introduced to Evercade gaming systems in August 2023. Among the 9 titles was the fighting game Master's Fury, originally developed by Unico in 1996. The term Master in the game's title refers to the character Tony Rung. It's a novel idea for a video game to pit the player against the most powerful living entity on the planet as their first opponent. Selecting which fighter to go up against Tony Rung is comparable to selecting which cat you'd like to play Kaspersky in a chess tournament. You may see a common trait in fighting games where certain characters can fire a projectile from their hands, a fireball being a common choice. Tony Rung, however, laughs at the inadequacy of these fanciful sparkles as he effortlessly materialises a 6-foot wall of flames from his fist. He does this over and over again. A standard punch from Tony can launch your character 20 feet into the air, shattering both collarbones and puncturing both lungs. The shockwave passes through your body like a current through water, destroying whatever building lies directly behind you. Rumour has it that Tony once punched a man so hard in the face that the man's skull metamorphosed into foliated rock. The migration of atoms in the skull formed new minerals, which then instantly melted. Later, the fragments recrystallised to form an igneous skull, frozen in time, forever trapped in a screaming expression. In the early 2000s, Marvel were keen to purchase the rights to Tony Rung. The plans fell through, however, after a series of lengthy strategy and writers' meetings. After all of the calculations were made, it turned out that even if every Marvel Avenger had an Infinity Gauntlet on each hand, they were still powerless against the might of Tony Rung. The boundless realms of fantasy are wholly incapable of manufacturing a scenario in which Tony Rung could possibly lose. Do you like the pool in the background filled with green jelly? It's the only backdrop you'll see in this game. Sometimes it turns red, as your battered corpse flies headfirst into it. His parents, who spectate your futile display of combat from the sideline, were once the proud defenders of the green jelly. They had to pass that responsibility down to Tony Rung, however, after losing their lives in an unfortunate fighter jet accident. I knew someone who ate that green jelly once. They instantly vanished, leaving a jet black silhouette of their final pose trapped in time. When a colleague of theirs made contact with the silhouette, they too vanished, adding to what is now a veritable conga line of ghostly shadow-like apparitions now visible from the International Space Station. Tony's brother Dave unfortunately lost his life after the two shared a mighty high five. Dave's body was atomized and violently dispelled into another dimension. The sound of reality shattering was so intense that every pane of glass in the city reverted back to sand, turning a once bustling metropolis into a desert within seconds. Tony enjoys Formula 1 racing, though he doesn't choose to race in a Formula 1 car like his competitors. Tony takes to the asphalt in a railroad handcar. He wins every time. Tony is strictly forbidden to attend any concert or show, as each time he claps, it causes a new tectonic fault line to appear. I asked OpenAI's DALL-E to generate a picture which accurately portrayed the unparalleled might of Tony Rung's fist. Unfortunately, it ran out of memory as it attempted to fulfill calculations beyond the realms of Googleplex figures. Considering the might of Tony Rung is immeasurable, so too shall be my rating for Master's Fury. I award it negation symbol out of 100. If you would like me to look at other Evercade games, do please leave a request in the comments. Goodbye.